Hello once again YouTube, Sam here, also known as Ketchupburger, and today we are going to be using a program called BDCubik Pro to create 3D models in Minecraft. Now, before we start, I would just like to recommend using the Pro version of this. So it does cost a bit of extra money, but it's okay because it's totally worth it. Now, as you can see, this only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cubes in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's all you would really need for the free version, because this free version only gives you 6. But if you want to make more complex models and more models than just a ladder, then I would recommend getting the Pro version. It's just very worth it, and I would just completely recommend it. So with that in mind, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to want to do is go to Window and Max Workspace with Managers on right. So that way we have particle and texture right here, and this is going to be all of our cubes. So first thing you're going to want to do is grab your blueprint, put it wherever you want, and choose the shape that you want your ladder to have. So I'm going to go about there. No, my bad. This is the top face. So we're going to want it just 2 pixels wide, that's 2 pixels. And then we're going to bring it down to about, I'd say, here. Now if we look at the ladder texture, we're going to want to double click on this and then type in LAD, wherever you're keeping all of these textures. Also, I would recommend getting a resource pack, so that way you have all of these textures. Just find out where all of the block textures are located, and just find ladder.png. So, thinking that we are going to want this to be 3 from the side, that's what it looks like. No, 2 from the side. Okay, so now that we have that, we are going to put this right here, and then we're just going to click Create Cube. Now that little blue thing there, that was called a blueprint, and what you do is you shape it out, and then you can create the shape of the cube. Now you can always change the shape of the cube, but I just like to use the blueprint because it makes things a whole lot easier. Also, if you want to move things around, you're going to left click. And if you want to change the size of things, you're going to hold right click on the cube. Okay, so with that in mind, let's get started. So, now that we have this first cube, we're just going to drag this over to here. And then drag this back. Then we can just click that, and then we're going to move this out of the way once again, grab our blueprint, and bring that somewhere else. Now we've got the 2 main structural points of the ladder. So these are the first 2 beams, and then the rungs are going to go across right here. So now we want to change the blueprint so that we can create the 4 beams of the ladder, the beams that are going across. So the beams that are going across, they're going to be shaped like this. They're going to go all the way across, but they're not ever going to hit that last pixel. They're just going to go like that, and then they're going to be, so it's just going to look like that. So it's going to be right there. And then this way we can just click this. And then if we move this one up, and then we can just bring it down. In fact, no, we don't even need to do that. All we need to do is create 4 cubes just like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're just going to drag these down and keep them 2 pixels apart. 1, 2. And then we're going to drag this one down. Keep them 2 pixels apart. And that's our ladder. But as you can see, not everything is correct. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to go on every single cube. So first we're going to go on this one and click UV. So now as we can see, this and this are both in the correct place, but these 2 aren't. But as you can see, if we hover over this, right in the bottom left corner, right here, it says front and back. So we're going to want to bring everything to match the front and back. So we're going to click this button, and as you can see, it brings everything to the front and back. And now if we look at this beam, as you can see, everything is connected. So let's go over to the other beam now, and then we're going to do the same. Front and back is correct, other 2 aren't, so we're just going to click front and back. And now, as you can see, everything is in order. So let's just do that for all of the other things. Let me move this out of the way. I'm going to start at this one, UV, and then front back. Okay. UV, front, back, okay. UV, front, back, okay. UV, front, back, okay. Now let's just proof check everything to make sure everything is in order. And it looks like everything looks nice. And as you can see, it is a 3D model. There are spaces in between that and that. So this way, it doesn't show any strange textures like that, for example. We can just put it all the way around it. Or if you guys would like, you can just take this and bring it all the way to the back. Take these two and move them back. So that way it's against the wall. So that way it just looks better. And then you can have these bulging out a little more. Or you could even have them like this, so they're only barely bulging out. It's just all up to preference. Also, you can move it outside if you'd like to. So this way it would look like, if it's up against a block, it would look like it's partially inside it. Who knows? It just all depends on what you want, and it depends on the block that you're making. So, now, depending on what block you're using, if you're using ladder, then the name's gonna be ladder. But you can go to block helper here, and then it'll pull up all of the names of the blocks. So if you put in C lantern, it's C_lantern, and it also shows the rotation of certain things. For example, I believe a rail, normal rail, flat. If it's not, yeah, if it's not flat, I think it has different, yeah, raised northeast. So you can just copy this, and then you can just put the name in. So whatever block you're trying to do, you're just going to go to the block helper, and you can find out exactly what to name it. So then we're just going to go to File, and we're just going to click Export, and then it's going to be a JSON. Also, I forgot to tell you guys that you can have specific textures for specific sides of things. For example, you can have, if you click on the cube and then you click Edit, you can go to easy UV mapping, stuff like this. You can just mess around with the settings. You can change the position. Also, you can see what the JSON says. I don't think you can change it though. Yeah, you can't change it, but you can change what face of cube has different textures on it. So for example, if the cube was just like a dirt block or something, you could change the side face to the dirt and then the up face to grass. You see? Okay, so anyway, I hope that clarifies things, but you're just going to want to go to File, Export, and then you're going to name it whatever model you're making. You're just going to rename it whatever model you're making. So mine is ladder. So, and then I'm just going to save it to wherever you're going to put this in the resource packs. So now if we look at the texture pack that I made, you can see it says Ketchup Love. That's the name of my texture pack. Anyway, so if you look at it, it has assets and then pack.png and pack.mcmeta. So here's how you're going to put it into a resource pack. So first what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to create a zip file. Any zip file, whatever the name is, doesn't matter. That's just going to be what it is. And then you're going to put in a folder called assets, pack.png, and pack.mcmeta. Pack.png can be any PNG. Pack.mcmeta has to be very specific. If you rename it to pack.txt, then you can see that it says Ketchup Love version 1.0 by the YouTuber Ketchupburger. This just gives it a description. So that way it doesn't have a blank description. You need this, by the way. You need pack.txt. And then you're just going to rename it to pack.mcmeta. So Minecraft knows to read it. And then you're going to go into assets and you're going to create a folder called Minecraft. Then you're going to go into Minecraft and you can create all of these. So you can create textures. Textures is where you're going to put all of the textures. This came with the resource pack. Sounds, records, and music. That was for another video. You can see that in the first link in the description. And then models, block, and then this is where you're gonna put all of your 3D models. So here I have ladder, I have note block, I have jukebox, I have bed_head, bed_foot, and if I go back, it has lang, and then this is just how to rename stuff. This is like what everything is listed as. So you're gonna put your models inside of your resource pack, assets, Minecraft, models, block, and then inside of block you're gonna put all of your models, and then once you've done that, then you're gonna enable the texture pack. Once you get in your game, be sure to put this in your resource pack folder. In order to get your resource pack folder, just go %app data %, and then .minecraft, find your .minecraft, go to resource packs, and if we X that out, just put that in. Then now that is actually one of my resource packs, and it has 3D models in it. So yeah, so that is how you get 3D models in Minecraft 1.8. Hope this helped you guys. I'm gonna try and make this as clear as possible when I edit this, because I know some things may have been confusing. So yeah, I hope this helped you guys out a bunch. Be sure to like it, and if you have a problem, please, before you dislike the video, tell me in the comments below what your problem is, because I may be able to help you out. This isn't about getting likes and views and all that. It's about helping you guys out. So I really hope this guide helps, and if it doesn't, comment in the comments below and tell me what your problem is so that I can help you guys and comment and try and fix any confusion that you might have had. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.
Yeah. We got the Grey Knight last night.
I got my bow, dude.
I heard that too.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, I leveled up again, too. #wrecked. Oh, wait.